Good morning, YouTube. I'm here with the Eddie Horvath.
Good morning, Mark.
This is Easy Mark.
Easy.
Marky Eddie.
And it's just a beautiful August morning. It is actually August the 3rd.
Already. My
Yeah.
goodness.
And if you notice, I have glasses on today. And actually, when you're watching the video, it's actually going to be put on a little bit early on Monday. I'm going to be at the cataract expert to do the refractional surgery, which I don't know when they're going to do it, but I can't wear contacts for 3 days. So
Rest your eyes.
to rest your eyes. So
It's a test run.
it's a test run. So well, we'll see how this works out.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Yeah.
What hand? Super thanks to Scott S. Thank you.
Thank you,
Scott.
Scott.
Michael Helliger.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
and
Michael.
Anthony Hengus. Hello, Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
We have a happy birthday to Brad's 59th birthday, August 2nd.
Oh,
Happy
birthday, Brad.
birthday. And what are we doing today?
Oh, we're going to take big logs and make little boards. This is my favorite thing to do down here because they're only going to be about that thick pellet crate.
Yeah, we're going to make
yeah.
slats.
As long as we can get a 4-foot slat out
And
of
if you go back, I think it was almost a year ago we had sawed these. We cut 200 at a time,
they're about
and
out.
they're about running out. So 6 inches wide, 1/2 inches thick, 8 foot long. And yeah, a band mill would be better for this. We don't have a band mill, but we do sell sawdust.
Yes.
So
Let's get her done.
let's get going. Well, we're back at the Setworks, and everybody asked me, how do we adjust the board thicknesses? So, inside this magical little box is a big hornet's nest. No, what we have inside of here, these are limit switches. So these limit switches determine the board thickness, and then this here gate. So if you want to hold that light there, Zizi, this here gate comes up, and as it travels up, it hits the first limit switch it hits that I called for, it cancels it, and this thing drops back down and starts the process all over. There's a hydraulic motor back there, and there's a chain that goes to the set shaft. Then there's an electric magnet here, and it pulls and it pushes this little wheel down and pinches that between the wheel on the set shaft. So it's fairly complicated, but it works so darn simple, it's unbelievable. All right, so number one Setworks right here, we want to adjust it down. There's this little red mark down here, and that's for my pellets. So I'll have Zizi hold the camera and the flashlight. Boy, you're asking for a lot here, Z. And I think eventually I'm going to switch these things out to like an Allen wrench, little cap screw, and get rid of all these different sizes. But this mill has been played with so many years that, so I'm going to come down until I hit that little red mark. There we go. And I'm going to just try to square this up as good as I can. You want to make sure that at this point that is going to come in contact with that wheel. So we look pretty good there. Now we're just going to tighten these back up.
How many times would you say you've adjusted these, Mark?
Well, if you look at them little shiny spots right there, quite a few.
Once.
Yeah, I try to keep my number one as my option for adjusting. So we'll adjust this thing, but I can't go too thick because this number 5 sort of gets in a way. So in fact, I'm going to tighten this up. I see something ready to happen here. I got to get in here, do maintenance once in a while, and never assume that everything is okay. Because remember the day that this little bolt fell out and caused us almost near destruction of our blade. So just stuff like that. So I double nutted it and I fixed that problem. But yeah, everything in here is nice and tight. And you make sure you got your power turned off because everything in here is 110 volts. So
It's live.
all right, let's get to sawing that oak pallet slats. All right. All right, let's get started on our oak pallet slats. And I'm fighting a stupid chest cold. All right, Eddie got the blade spinning, so let's get the doggies up and out. So let's get our happy little stinky oak log. Yeah, these aren't the nicest things, but I'm going to try to get some pallet slats out of them. And you got to see how I adjust the set works to get our board thicknesses. It's quite a machine the way it works. Oh, I don't know where we need to be here. I'm going to back up just a... I don't want to miss my number 1 block. That will work. So, really don't matter how we saw this. All we need is just push your back. And I'm looking for Mr. Laser. That looks... Alright, let's start there. Let's just get a opening on it. I'm going to bump it forward slightly. Don't seem like it's moving, so that's probably going to be a little too heavy. Is that too thick? I don't want to jam up that sling saw. We just want to get a flat spot. This will get me down to my 22 right there, my magic number. So. Take one more. I've got a little Donnie waiting on the other side, take one more. Then we'll be down to 21. Let them clean that up a little bit and we'll be ready to roll. My goal is to get this down to a 12-inch can. Now we're just going to split them. I don't know, the battery should be alright. Maybe it needs to put it. Zizi's going to check it. There was dirt in it. There we go. Eddie didn't have no patience. But sometimes it takes a minute, but we'll be all right. out okay in the end. And no, we don't need a bigger chainsaw. We don't need a angle grinder with a chainsaw disc on it. We don't need, it works good for us. All right, let's put that down onto the headlock base. There was a boom. We haven't had one of those for a while. All right, let's start there. Split up, shattered up lumber on the bottom of that, made a terrible noise. I just want to get a nice corner established on that bottom. And we're getting just about where we need to be. One more and then we'll bring it around. All right. One thing nice, you get to see a lot of sawing. Get them out of the way. See what Mr. Laser says. Let's start there. Just want to get enough for a 1/2 inch board, or 6 inch wide by half board out of there. So there's a big old nut. A lot of sawing. Turn it down from here. All right. Now we'll start making some 12-inch wide boards. We're going to split in half. Boom. Let's start there. ugly. We're getting close to the pith. Alright, I'm going to turn that out. Work our way to the other side. Get it down to 6 inches and work it down. Water's coming out. Yeah, I'm not having too much confidence in this log. Stink. Alright, one more is going to take us right down to 6 inches, and there we are. Alright, let's lay it down, start peeling off 6-inch boards. Mr. Laser. There's a little flicker going on there. There we go. Checking it for soundness. That's a lot of back and forth action. Some of these might end up in the kindling pile. Wow, it's all. I'm going to turn that out. I don't know if it's going to do any better or not, but we are running out of options here. Much better. it. All right, everybody. Well, I think he might stack them yet, so we might still do a little bit more yet. Let's stack them up. Let's stack them up. So we'll do a little bit of stacking and whacking, then we're going to do some edger cam. And what we get is what we get. I hope he went up high enough for the dogs to bite. Looks like the first one got a good hold of it. We're going to find out here in a minute. Let's go down to 6 inches. All right. Catch you here at the end. And this is actually the two logs. This is your Friday Eve video combined
Oh, yeah.
with today's video. Today's log I had some serious doubts about, and I was correct.
Well, that's what you never know when you're opening up black oak.
Yeah, and
It's liable to be clear and it's liable to be not.
no, the Friday Eve log did a lot better, so you'll see that one coming up on the Friday Eve video. And we're going to be at the National Pike Steam Gas and Horse Association on the 10th, which is going to be Saturday coming up.
Coming up, yeah.
So if you want to come out and say hi to us, please do. We'll be hanging around the sawmill and just walking the grounds. Anybody's a fan of Diesel Creek.
There'll be a bunch of them.
Yeah, there'll be a bunch of YouTubers out there. So please come out and say hi to us, and we'll be glad to talk to you. Anything else to talk about?
Don't forget to check out the Eddie.
Oh, yeah.
Horvath.
Yeah, time with the Eddie Horvath.
Yeah, I'll have my new shirt on down there too.
Oh yeah, you were.
Some people loved it, some
Yeah.
people didn't understand it.
Yeah. Well, you get to see it in person.
Yeah, we'll have one.
All right, everybody. Thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Bye bye.